If you're trying to watch Peacock outside of the US, the streaming service won't work. This is because Peacock does not have the rights to broadcast its content outside of the United States. To get around this, you need to fool Peacock into thinking you're watching the streaming service from inside the United States. And the best way to do that is to get a US IP address. Now, that sounds tricky, but it's really not. All you need is a VPN. We recommend NordVPN because Nord works well with Peacock and it has measures in place that allow you to reliably watch Peacock from anywhere in the world. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get NordVPN and watch Peacock anywhere in the world reliably. Okay, so I'll quickly show you what it looks like when you try and get on Peacock without a VPN. So you're outside of the US, you're on holiday, whatever it may be. You're probably going to get something like this. The service is unavailable in your region. So to get around this, we need to get a US IP address, and the easiest way to do that is to get NordVPN. So the quickest way to do that is to click on the link in the description, and that's going to take you straight to this page, which is the NordVPN checkout. Here you can choose one of 3 plans, pick whichever one suits you. There's also a couple of add-ons that you can add to your subscription, but these aren't required for this to work, so we're not going to do that now. I'm going to select the 2-year plan. I'm going to go continue to payment. And then this is where you create your NordVPN account. So all you need is an email address, and then you put your payment details in here. I already have NordVPN, so I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to show you how you can log into your account. So once you've done your account and put in your payment details, it's probably going to log you in automatically. However, if it hasn't, you can come back up here and you can log in the top right, or if you return to the home page, you can log in there as well. So if we log in, now it's actually remembered my account details, so this might come up and you just have to put in your email and password. Then click on your account, and that's going to take you to your NordVPN subscription. So here we are. Here at the top you can see what your subscription has. So for me, I just have NordVPN. Now to download it, you just go to the right and you click on download apps, and you can see that you can get Nord on many different devices: Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, iOS, Android TV, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox. I'm on a PC, so I only need NordVPN for Windows. So if I click on the download NordVPN app, that's going to start the download. I like to save my downloads, so at the bottom left, click Save As, Downloads, Save. And then once that's finished, you can run the file just by clicking on it down the bottom left. Click Yes, click Next, Install. And this is going to install NordVPN on my device. Now, just for the sake of the video, I'm going to launch NordVPN from here. And here it is. This is NordVPN. So Peacock is owned by NBC, and it's a US-based streaming service, so we need a US IP address. So to get one of those on NordVPN, you need to connect to a US-based server. Now there's a couple ways of doing that. You can click on the United States on the map just by dragging and then clicking, or you can just search it up here in the top left. I've already done that, so I'm just going to click on the United States in my recents. And then once it goes green, that means you're connected to a United States server and you now have a US IP address. So now if we go back to Peacock, you can see that I'm no longer getting the error and all of the content on Peacock is popping up. So what's basically happened is Peacock thinks that I'm trying to watch it from inside the US. So let's just test that to see if it works. Click on The Office, resume Series 1, Episode 1.
All right, Jim, your quarterlies look...
I'm watching The Office on Peacock from outside the United States. That's how easy it is. Now, you may or may not be aware, but there's a lot of VPNs out there. The reason we recommend NordVPN is because, firstly, it works really well with Peacock, and secondly, and most importantly, it has measures in place to get around Peacock's VPN blocking techniques. Peacock tries to block VPN connections from accessing its service, and it does this by monitoring for abnormal amounts of connections coming from the same IP address. Now, what abnormal means is more than your average household. So what happens with a lot of VPNs is they actually have more customers than IP addresses that they can provide, and this results in customers having to share IPs. So Peacock monitors for hundreds or thousands of connections coming from the same IP address, and when it finds these, it knows that this is an IP that has been provided by a VPN, and it blocks it, so the people using that IP can no longer access the content. This is an issue for lesser VPNs because they don't have measures in place to get around this, and inevitably Peacock identifies all of the IP addresses that they can provide, and they block all of them. This means the VPN no longer works, and this can result in you losing money or wasting money on a subscription to a lesser VPN. Nord, on the other hand, does have measures in place to get around these blocks. When Peacock identifies an IP address that is being supplied by Nord, Nord will close that IP address and open a new one. This will allow you to reliably watch Peacock from anywhere in the world. So click on the link in the description, get yourself a subscription to NordVPN, and reliably watch Peacock from anywhere outside of the United States. It's that simple.